Everybody wants to make the first sale, but the second, third, fourth, and fifth could be the most profitable. So what do you do about this, and why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Sylvan, coming to you live for Consulting Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales, growth, opportunity, and a fantastic day to talk about you. Today, we're going to talk about list building. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento. So in business, it feels like a lot of times everybody wants to get that first deal, and then like it's one and done. We're all done. We don't have to do anything else anymore. But if you think about it in terms of cost of acquisition, if it cost me $1,000 to acquire that client today, why would I not try to find ethical reasons to sell them more of what they need to take care of their problems, their issues, or their pains, or their pleasure that they're looking for at the same time? And so I see this mistake a lot in business. I'll sit down and we'll have the conversation and I'll say, tell me about your sales process. And they'll say, we get a lead. Okay, we get a lead. We send a salesperson, sell the product. Then what? Nothing. What? No, nothing? Like you don't ever contact that person again? Nope. Why not? Well, we don't have anything to sell them. No, time out. What do you mean? Well, we don't have a product or a service. Like, nobody has a product or a service? You can't joint venture? You can't find something that they need that could be outsourced or drop shipped or white labeled? Like, this is a huge mistake, and it's an opportunity that a lot of companies miss. Some of them like wake up and they're like, oh, we should probably have something to sell when there's nothing to sell. Well, let's just say, for the sake of argument, you have nothing to sell. Okay, well, you can take the J. Abraham before, during, after, or instead of. What do people buy before, during, after, or instead of? And just go down and make a list and say, who can we partner with and sell our list off ethically, right? There's got to be some arrangements legally that you got to make off to somebody who's willing to buy this list and sell them something and pay us for affiliate. Or we email to them and make an affiliate offer. Or we figure out another product, good, or service that we could add to our list and make some revenue, make some profit, and keep that person in our ecosystem. I will share with you that this is not like, you're like, hey, Scott, what industries and services have this problem? All of them. All of them. It's not just one industry. It's not just one service. It's not just one practice. It's everybody. Nobody thinks in terms of like, okay, what can we do next? I'm going to share an example with you from my life. And I've never understood this. Okay. I've never understood this. I've got a dental appointment on Wednesday. And in the entire time that I have gone to this dentist, never once has anybody ever offered, hey, do you want teeth whitening? Never. Never. Like, it would be an easy conversation because I would say yes. But for whatever reason, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know why they don't ask me. And every time I go in there, I forget. Now, if that chairside assistant, if that hygienist was scripted, and they said, Scott, you've been coming in here for years. One of the things we offer is teeth whitening. Really? What does it take? Tell me more. Like, start thinking in terms of like, I've got somebody's attention. They're in my seat. It may not be the seat in your office. It may be a seat in their house. It may be a seat in their building. It may be a seat somewhere on the beach. What more can you get them? What more do they want? What more do they need? And so my challenge for you today is to sit down for like 10 minutes, 10 minutes and figure out, hey, what's something that we could sell? And then tomorrow spend 10 minutes working on a script. And then the next day spend 10 minutes working on a role play. So all in, you're in 30 minutes, okay? I've given you a 30-minute suggestion on how to make this work. And then the next day you roll it out. And you say, we're now going to sell XYZ product. And then here's what's going to happen. You're going to have objections. You're going to have some problems. And you're going to have to work through some stuff. And then you're going to fix it. And then you're going to have objections, some problems, and you have to fix some stuff. And then you're going to have objections. And you continue on. And then once you get it like really good, then here's what you do. You find another product. And you extend your product line. You can white label. You can drop ship. You can... Like, the sky is the limit, but to think that you've only got one sale and it's one and done, I would challenge you to think again. I can't think of an industry where somebody's like, well, we've only got one thing to sell and that's it. That's it. Somebody once brought up that, like, hey, Scott, what if you sell caskets? Well, I happen to know when my dad passed, we bought a casket. But you know what? Nobody has ever offered to go clean my dad's gravestone. Like, nobody's ever like, hey, we'll go clean it once a month. Would I buy that? No, but would somebody? Yep, they would absolutely buy it. They don't want it. Hey, they show up on the first of the month and that gravestone is clean and polished and looks good. And there's a flower next to it. And on the first, second of the month, the family shows up and they're like, man, this looks amazing. There isn't a good product or a category out there where you can't figure out how to sell somebody ethically the next process, idea, concept, product. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button. Click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.